So here we are. This is the 50th episode of Tech News. I didn't know that I was being so consistent that I have delivered this for like straight for a year. I know that 3 weeks are remaining, but yeah, it's almost a year and I've only skipped once. I have done it with like weirdest of the situations, but yeah, still this is going strong. So let's get started with this week's also. सो विंडोज़ 11 का लीक जो है वो अभी पॉप आउट हुआ है कि वो अक्टूबर 5 को रिलीज हो सकती है. एंड द बिगेस्ट फीचर दैट दे अनाउंस दैट देयर विल बी नेटिव एंड्रॉयड ऐप सपोर्ट दैट इज लाइक अनअवेलेबल एज ऑफ नाउ फॉर द लाइक रिलीज. सो अभी जो है आपको एंड्रॉयड का ऐप्स का सपोर्ट नहीं मिलने वाला है. बट देयर इज अ सपोज्ड लीक बाय XDA की जो Xbox One है उसमें शायद आपको एंड्रॉयड ऐप्स का सपोर्ट मिल सकता है जल्दी. सो वी हैव टू सी व्हाट माय विंडोज इज ट्राइंग टू डू हियर. एंड ऑल्सो माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ने काफ़ी सारे जो पुराने लैपटॉप्स थे जो कंपैटिबल नहीं थे वो भी विंडोज 10 का जो इनसाइडर प्रीव्यू है वो चला रहे थे. दे हैव ऑल्सो किक देम आउट. सो अब जो है incompatible laptops are not working as of now. My laptop is compatible. This is the 8th generation i3. So this is the bare minimum that is required and hopefully this is going to continue. So because Microsoft is saying कि वो किसी भी हार्डवेयर पे Windows 11 को इंस्टॉल करने देंगे but the updates and security patches will not be there. So Apple already M1 chip जो है वो अपना रिलीज कर चुका है. That is a ARM based chip and now they are hiring RISC-V engineers. So this is a really weird move by Apple because Apple already अपना नया सिलिकॉन जो है वो आर्म की टेक्नोलॉजी पे बना चुका है, आर्म बेस्ड कोर्स पे. एंड नाउ दे आर मूविंग ऑन टू RISC-V दैट इज एन ओपन सोर्स प्लेटफॉर्म. सो RISC-V बेसिकली क्या है, एक नया डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ आर्किटेक्चर है अदर देन आर्म बट इट इज एन ओपन सोर्स वन. तो इसमें कोई भी आपको लाइसेंसिंग फी जो है वो पे नहीं करनी पड़ेगी. द ओनली रीजन आई कैन थिंक अबाउट इट बिकॉज की एनवीडिया जो है वो ऑलरेडी आर्म को एक्वायर करने के लिए पेमेंट कर चुकी है एंड बट द डील इज नॉट गोइंग थ्रू वेल एज ऑफ नाउ. सो डेफिनेटली एप्पल इज गेटिंग फ्राइटेंड बिकॉज एनवीडिया एंड एप्पल डू नॉट हैव like a dear bond with each other. So definitely the heat is between them. Another Apple news, Apple ने अभी WWDC में अनाउंस किया था कि वो डिजिटल आइडेंटिटीज जो है वो अपने Apple वॉलेट में लाने वाली है. Now 8 states in US have decided to go with them. So अब आपका ड्राइवर लाइसेंस और जो उनकी IDs हैं, local IDs, they can be stored in the Apple wallet and they will be valid if they show out to any cop or like if it is required at any time. So remember RTX 3090s were getting bricked by Amazon's MMO New World. That was not because of that, it was because of bad soldering on the EVGA part. So EVGA जो है वो सब acknowledge कर चुका है and the soldering was bad, that's why the cards were getting bricked. $2,000 graphic card getting bricked because of just poor soldering. So the users of Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL are complaining all over the world as their devices are getting bricked. They are booting into EDL mode and they are like getting bricked. Google has yet like not acknowledged this issue. So definitely this is widespreading every day and as most of these devices will be out of warranty, I don't think so Google is providing any fix. So South Korea has ruled against Google as well as Apple. So अब South Korea में जितने भी apps हैं they can use third party payment methods other than their Play services or Play stores because they keep a 30 to 15% cut. So अब जो है developers को पूरा amount जो है वो अपने पास मिल सकता है without any like sharing their revenues with any of the third party. That is definitely a big ruling and I don't think so that this is going to be capped to South Korea only and this will widespread definitely. सो प्रीवियस टेक न्यूज़ में मैंने आपको बताया था कि एनवीडिया जो है 3090 का सुपर एडिशन रिलीज करने वाला है. दैट इज ओवरक्लॉक 3090 एंड AMD इज ऑल्सो चैलेंजिंग देम विद 6900 XTX वेरिएंट. दिस इज लाइक XT वेरिएंट्स ऑलरेडी उनके जो है थोड़ा बीफ्ड अप और ओवरक्लॉक वेरिएंट्स होते हैं बट दिस इज XTX. दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम दैट दे आर यूजिंग दिस नेमिंग स्कीम. सो वी हैव टू सी दिस X कार्ड हाउ पावरफुल इट इज बिकॉज द 6900 XT in itself is a very capable and very powerful card which even challenges the 3090. So WD, ADATA, Samsung, SanDisk, they all have been accused by using a like poor quality NAND on their SSDs. Now WD is making up to the users by offering a NAND flash that is embedded onto a hard drive for better performance. Like already हमारे पास SSHD आती हैं जिनमें कुछ gigabytes की जो है NAND flash present होती है but this is going to be a standard for a new WD hard drives. So this is definitely gonna boost the hard drives performance, not for like huge margins but initially the small spikes in like data usage that will be really great on these drives. So AMD has filed a patent for their new quantum computers that is called quantum teleportation. This teleportation does not teleport anything, but it teleports data. So this is going to be a very huge step in terms of quantum computing, and they have also filed a patent for that. So I think so that this is a really huge leap in performance as of the quantum computing. So पिछली टेक न्यूज़ में मैंने आपको बताया था कि साउथ कोरिया ने जो है गेमिंग बैन हटा दिया है एंड चाइना हैज़ नाउ इम्प्लाइड इट ऑन द चिल्ड्रंस. सो अब जो है पूरे वीक मंडे टू थर्सडे कोई भी बच्चा जो है वो गेम प्ले नहीं कर सकता है, एंड नाउ दे कैन ओनली प्ले गेम्स Friday, Saturday and Sunday, that too 8 to 9 p.m. only. For 1 hour only they can play the games in China. That is really crazy. It's like taking freedom from anyone. So AMD का Threadripper Pro जो है वो लीक हुआ है. There are two variants. दो वेरिएंट है इसके. एक 5945WX है जो कि 12 कोर 24 थ्रेड होने वाला है, एंड वन इज द 5995WX that is a 64 core 128 thread CPU. These are going to be expensive CPUs because they are Threadripper series, and silicon shortage is not gonna help their pricing. आयरलैंड ने WhatsApp को 225 million euros का फाइन लगाया because of their privacy practices, and this is a really huge deal because WhatsApp always bargains about their privacy policies and they tell how secure their chat is, how end-to-end encrypted it is, but they are getting fined by the government because there is a flaw in their privacy. So ASUS ने इस वीक काफ़ी सारे अपने क्रिएटर लैपटॉप्स जो हैं वो रिलीज़ किए, even with the 4K OLED displays. They are really great laptops in terms of hardware as well as like display and how color accurate they are. And there is one weird laptop that has a physical dial on it. That is the same, like a similar dial to what we see on the Surface Studio, because that has a dial which can be used to like select colors and do other things in like editing workspace and all. That dial can also be configured to various other softwares, and ASUS is providing support for that dial for quite a lot of programs. So yeah, that is a really crazy laptop and it looks really cool. It has a Pro Art symbol on the top of the lid against the logo of ASUS. So definitely that is a laptop that is marketed towards the creators. So Samsung ने अपना GM5 सेंसर जो है वो रिलीज कर दिया. That is a 200 megapixel sensor. Samsung already अपना GN3 और GN4 सेंसर जो है वो यूज कर चुके हैं in the S20 Ultra and S21 Ultra respectively. This is a 200 megapixel monstrous sensor and this can bend photos to 12.5 megapixels, so they are going to be really sharp. But the same issue that was with the 108 megapixel, that was a focusing issue. I think so this is going to persist with the 200 megapixel as well. Samsung ने अपना A52s 5GB रिलीज कर दिया इंडिया में with a Snapdragon 778 chipset, but this smartphone is mighty expensive. This smartphone starts with 6 GB of RAM for 36,000 rupees, and the 8GB RAM variant goes for 38,000 Indian rupees. That is insane pricing on the Samsung end. Even considering कि 778 जो है वो काफ़ी capable chip है and it is like a like mid-tier flagship processor, but I don't think so that is the price that you should be paying for a 778. So Acer is also getting into the TV market, especially India TV market. So they are going to release their Boundless TV in India, and they are stating quite a lot of things on their Amazon selling page. And the date is not yet decided, but it is there on the Amazon website page. So definitely they are going to release their TVs in India very soon. So guys, that was it for this week's tech news. अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो, please make sure to like this video and also consider subscribing to my channel. This has been Beast from Geek guys, and hope to see you in my next video. Thank you guys.